Our Brooklyn Youth Media Festival, Concrete Stories, is in its 4th year here at BRIC. It's a showcase of short films and animation produced by Brooklyn-affiliated youth under the age of 21. But most of the work putting the festival together is also done by young folks, our Youth Media Fellows.
By the way, the deadline for submissions isn't until mid-April, so if you're watching, finish watching, and then start writing or shooting or drawing and send that masterpiece in. Meanwhile, we're delighted to introduce 2 of this year's Youth Media Fellows, Amy, Maya. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
And the guy on the other side is Danny Ramirez. Thanks for joining us, Danny.
Thank you.
What goes into being a BRIC Youth Media Fellow? How did you guys get involved in the program? Amy?
So I got into the program with Exploring the Arts. They set me up for an interview. I went. I was really hoping to get in because as soon as I got in here, I knew it was something I wanted to be a part of. Then I got an email back that I was accepted, and now I'm here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Danny, a lot of people get internships. Most don't get them while they're in high school. So you got an internship in high school and you're running a film competition. What's that about?
It is a big deal. You know, man, it feels like my resume's just stacking up. But honestly, it's really great. You know, we're given the creative freedom to do a lot of what we want to do and make it our own.
Yeah.
So what specifically are you working on?
Well, other than the Youth Media Festival at the moment.
Well, what goes into the Youth Media Festival? Let's talk about that.
Okay. So basically, our job as producers on the Youth Media Festival is from promotion to marketing to anything that goes into it really is our job. So we made the flyers, edited the promo video, figure out who's hosting, all of that stuff goes into our job.
Well, speaking of which, we have a trailer that we're going to take a look at real quick. Let's peek at this.
This is BRIC. BRIC is proud to present the 4th annual Youth Media Festival. We want to hear your voice.
Fresh voices.
Entertaining voices.
Brooklyn voices. New voices.
Inspiring voices.
Your voice on May 31st, 2017. Submissions are due April 17th, 2017. For more information, go to bricartsmedia.org/concrete story.
Love it.
That was a pretty tight edit there. Congratulations. So Maya, how many people are on the squad? It's not just you two who have to do everything, is it?
No, so it's me, Danny, Olivia, Eli,
Gerald.
and Gerald as well.
Forget Gerald.
Yeah.
Name check Gerald.
Why is it called Concrete Stories? Do you have an interpretation of that?
So I like to think of it as, the whole point of the festival is to talk about your stories and the youth stories. So concrete, like the song by Jay-Z, this concrete stories, it kind of just comes together.
Concrete jungle, city field.
Yeah.
Field,
love it.
City field.
I think you guys are a little younger than Brian and I, and I'm curious, what sort of media makers inspire you?
Will Smith!
Will Smith!
Smith. That was actually...
I didn't expect that. That came out of nowhere.
Yep.
The Fresh Prince.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Actually
it.
played him in a role. It was my first ever role I was in. I know the resemblance is uncanny.
I was thinking like a light-skinned Will Smith.
Right?
He sat down.
Right? I got the ears for it a little. But
What inspires you about Will Smith? Like his music, his movies?
man, I don't know. Just the fact that he can be so comedic and so charismatic, and I really respect it and really try to be like that, I guess.
That's good. What's the best Will Smith movie?
Oof.
Do you have a
Enemy
favorite?
of the State.
Oh, there you go.
Definitively. So do you have any sheroes? Are there any people who you look up to in media?
I always look up to anybody like Beyonce, or obviously she's one of my top ones, and like Demi Lovato, just women that do a lot of things when it comes to women power and empowerment and that sort. And and then just watching other movies as well inspires me to create something like that or even better as well in the future.
Cool. So what kind of submissions are you guys seeing? What's coming in? What do you want to see more of? I know we're mixing it up with images and art and videos and all this stuff. So what kind of stuff is coming in?
So what we really want to see is anything that the youth is interested in. You know, we're accepting submissions that are going to be that are anything really that spark interest. So they can be deep, funny, comedic, dramatic, anything that really tells your story and is original to you.
Yeah, to add on, we want to see some things that are energetic, give off good vibes, and really just tell the story of the of the Brooklyn youth.
When is the deadline for submissions, and when is the festival again?
So,
The festival is May 31st, 2017.
and the deadline for submissions is April 17th, 2017.
What does the crew look like that's looking at these submissions? I mean,
Yeah.
how many submissions are you guys going to have to watch? Tell me. How
We
many?
don't know yet, but we
Yeah.
know there are going to be a lot. If we get them, come on.
Yeah.
We want as much as possible.
Yeah.
Give us work is what we're asking for, you know?
It's coming close.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the thing. April 17th seems like it's far away, but you're
Yeah.
gonna blink and be kicking yourself because you didn't get your stuff together before the deadline. So do it yesterday.
Get
Yep.
in there.
Because by the
Exactly.
time you do it, you're gonna hate it, and then you want to redo it all over again. Don't be there like 11:59 and
Yeah.
pressing the send button, and you're not happy with your submission because there's some stiff competition.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a question here on this sheet that says, if you had an unlimited budget, what type of project would you make? Danny?
Good question.
All right. Well,
You'd have Will Smith's star, right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Going to Hollywood. And I would really want to make something comedic that people could enjoy and laugh about, but at the same time make them think and rethink about their worldviews or anything. Make some think.
Oh, so comedic but poignant at the same time.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Like you.
Yeah, like me, like my stand-up. I'm a stand-up comic. Did you know that, Danny?
Really, I'm trying to get into stand-up.
Oh, it's great. We'll talk off the air. I love
do
it.
it.
Amy, what about you?
So branching off of what Danny said, I'd also want to do a huge production, but
Like La La
the
Land?
difference, even more. But like the idea is
Even
to,
more than La La Land. Go
of
ahead.
course, to create a new experience for the viewer. So whether it be VR experience or make it like 4D, so that when you watch a movie and there's like a hurricane, you feel the wind
Yeah.
and rain and stuff like that. So something really new that puts you into the movie.
Right.
Like that innovation.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Shout out to our boy Bill Paxton. We missed
Thank you guys.
Tornado, hurricane.
Thank you so much for being here. Any final thoughts, final words you want to say to anyone thinking about submitting to this year's Concrete Stories?
It's a great opportunity. Submit. We're celebrating the youth, and you know, it's just a great opportunity. Get your films in.
I
That's
say
great.
submit, don't hesitate, and just do it.
Well,
Yeah.
BRIC
Fair
is lucky to have you guys. Thank you for being on BK
Thanks for
Live.
hanging
Thank you.
around this place.
Love it.
We'll see you in May if you get your stuff in by March 17th. April.
April 17th.
April 17th.
Look at that. I just gave you a whole month.
Submit.
Do it.
BRIC thanks you guys. You're the best.